Hey, 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 gorgeous queens. Hello, hello. Welcome to day 4 of the 5-day prosperity frequency challenge. If you missed any of the previous days, you are definitely want to go back and watch those video trainings because everything is building upon another. And tomorrow we are going to wrap it up in the most beautiful, epic expansion experience ever. So I'm really, really excited. You're not going to want to miss tomorrow's training, that's for sure. But hello, beautifuls. Welcome to day 4. And you guys, honestly, this is where everything starts to really shift because up until now, you've been becoming aware, right? You're becoming aware. You've been releasing what no longer serves you, and you've been aligning with the frequency of a prosperous, wealthy woman. Okay. So today is all about becoming her. And here's where a lot of women go wrong or get it wrong, right? They focus on everything that they want, on the outcome, right? The money, the lifestyle, the freedom, the health, whatever. But they skip the most important part. So they skip the part where they have to ask themselves, who do I have to become to hold that lifestyle? Because your identity, it's what creates your reality. Now, I want to give you an example of what I mean by identity. So let's just all take a moment to think about Beyonce. Whatever, how you don't have to like her, you could maybe love her, it doesn't really matter, but let's just take Beyonce for an example. So there was a time where she didn't feel fully confident on stage. So, she was just like, she was nervous, she was confident. She didn't feel like she shows up today, right? There was some parts of her that was probably scared, nervous. She didn't feel 100% confident in herself, but she knew she had the talent. I mean, she knew she had the raw talent. And so she created this identity, this alter ego, and she named this alter ego Sasha Fierce. Okay. So she created this identity and she named it, right? She gave her a name. She created this sense of identity of who she needed to be when she was on stage to deliver one hell of a performance so that she could climb up on the rankings, on the billboards, on the top charts, all of the things, right? But the most important part, because guys, you just can't create the identity. You have to fully embody her, right? So before she would go out and perform on stage, she stepped into that alter identity. She pretty much probably closed her eyes, imagined her as Sasha Fierce, and then she just went out on stage and became that alter identity. And over time, that identity stopped feeling fake, right? And started becoming real. So here's the truth. You already do this already. You've been doing it probably ever since you were a little girl. You already do identity shifting. You shift identities all day long, right? For some of you, you're a mom, you're a CEO, you're a partner, you're a leader. So when you're around your kids, you jump into the mom identity. When you get into work, you jump into the CEO identity or whatever title that you hold at your job, right? When you're around your husband or your partner, you jump into spouse and supporting, loving, partner for them. When you're a leader, maybe in the board meeting or with your team, you jump into this leadership hat. And if you're a coach, right, let's just say you're a starting entrepreneurial coach. I mean, think about all the identities that you jump in just as a brand new entrepreneur. Right? When I first started in 2019, I wore the hat of the marketer. I wore the identity and the hat of the saleswoman. I wore the identity hat of the coach. I wore the identity hat of the bookkeeper, right? It's endless. We jump from identity to identity, and it's so endless. And it can be exhausting if you're constantly jumping. And sometimes I see women get lost in an identity that they have held for a very long time. And then when that particular period is up and over, they don't know who they really are. Again, prime example, if you've been a mom for 20, 30 years, right, a chunk of your life, you have no idea who you are outside of being a mom. You don't know, right? You wrap up all of your purpose and your power and your potential and all of your worth into being a mom. You've been baking cookies forever. You've been, running kids to and from, activities and school and all of those things. And then all of a sudden, when the kids go, these moms have no idea who they are, what they love to do. They have no idea what their passions are because they got so wrapped up into one identity. Okay. And therefore they don't feel fulfilled. They feel, lack of purpose and power, and they just don't even know who they are anymore. And that can be incredibly frustrating. So I just give you these examples because, yes, you are jumping identities all the time. So what I'm about to tell you isn't going to be something hard for you to do. But some people get lost in an identity that they've been carrying and wearing for really long, and they don't know who else they are. So again, this is not going to be a new concept. You are just doing this unconsciously right now. You probably didn't even realize that these were identity shifting, activities. Every different, when you're with your girlfriends, maybe you're the fun, caring, responsible one, like whatever it is, you take on these roles and these identities, these self images all day long. You're just doing it unconsciously. And again, like on day one, we talked about awareness. We cannot change what we are not aware of. So we're bringing this to the conscious. We're bringing what's unconscious to the conscious. Okay. So today, you're going to start learning how to identity jump on purpose. You step into an identity of a woman who is already wealthy, who already feels peaceful, who already is powerful, who has everything that you are already desiring. Not now or not later, but right now. Okay. I have a proven framework. And honestly, you guys, this is the work that I am known for. So, yes, a lot of women come to me to help them build $1 million brands. And yes, that's the easy thing, right? I can help build a business in my sleep. For breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I can give you the marketing strategies, the lead generating strategies. I can teach you how to speak on stage. I can teach you how to craft up your story, right? I can teach you all the business building strategies. But the other side of everything that I do is I'm an identity engineer. So at the core of being an engineer, what that really is we help our clients build and engineer the identity that they need to have. We help them engineer the life they want to have. We help them engineer the bank accounts they want to have. We help them engineer who they desire to be and what they desire to have. Okay. So, I mean, it's like we're going to create who you need to be. Right. So I actually have a 4-part system. It's called Alpha Queen Activation System. And I teach this 4-part process all around being, doing, creating, and impacting. But you guys, most of the clients that come to me at first, they just skip right to the impact, right? So many women are like, Carissa, I want to impact my family. I want to impact my team. I want to be the impact. I want to, lead movements. I want to impact the world. I want to help people. A lot of my clients are, coaches and entrepreneurs. So they want to help people. They want to impact lives. And that's beautiful. But you cannot impact people's lives if you are not first, impacting your own. You are not leading yourself. So you have to learn who you need to be, what you need to do, what you need to create and commit to. And only then, when you are leading yourself, when you have mastered yourself, then you can truly help impact the world. Okay. So again, a big problem is that so many people go straight to impacting because they somehow think if they can just help everybody else, it'll make them feel better. But you can be helping everybody else and still feel like shit. Okay. You can help everybody else and still feel not like who you are meant to be because you are not truly embodying who you desire to be. So we all want the results, right? More money, more abundance, better health, more love, more intimacy, better, less stress, right? We all want a result. But if we do not become the woman who can hold that result, then you will never be able to get that result and keep it. right? I'm a big believer in sustainability. So I don't want to just help my clients make a shit ton of money 1 month and then go back down to 0 months. I don't want to help my clients get into the best shape of their life and then go back to being overweight, right? I don't want to help my clients find the love of their life, but then self-sabotage it because they don't truly believe that they're worthy of that amount of love, right? I create sustainable impact. It's that true ripple effect. Why? Because my why is helping the next 10 generations of women step into their power. And in order to do that, you have to fully change who you be. You have to be willing to break the chains, like get rid of the labels that society and the systems have put you in. So if you want the results and you want to be able to sustain all of the money and all of the abundance coming into your life, you have to first become the woman who can hold it. But it doesn't work, like that. You cannot just create the impact. First, you have to become her. Then you have to move like her. Then you have to create those results. And only then can you leave that kind of impact. So your activation today is really be her now. Okay. So I'm actually not going to do a meditation with you today. I'm going to save that for tomorrow because let's face it, you've been getting meditations every single day and they've probably made you feel amazing. And now it's time to do some work. Okay. So I'm actually just going to give you some prompts. And yes, I will put these in the comment section below. But the prompts are going to help you figure out who you need to be. Okay. How to create that identity like Sasha Fierce and Beyonce. So I want to ask you, how does that future version of you who's wealthy, prosperous, abundant, and healthy, living her best and most epic life ever, how does she think? How does she make decisions? How does she handle money? How does she show up when nobody else is watching? Okay, those are your reflective prompts for the day. Journal on them. Think about them. Think first about who you desire to be, that wealthy, prosperous woman who vibes at the frequency of awesomeness, who is so aware of all of the bullshit and the excuses that she tells herself that it's not that they're not there, right? Excuses come up, but she knows she acts differently. She can hear them because she's consciously aware. Right? How does she think? How does she decide? How does she handle money coming in, money going out? How does she show up in her life? How does she view the world? How does she view other people? How does she view herself when no one is watching? Take time to really sit and think on that one. Okay. So today's action step is I want you to choose just one action, right? That your wealthy identity, the most epic version of you would take today, and then do it. No hesitation, no overthinking, because I guarantee that future version of you who's already healthy, wealthy, and totally abundant, she would not question anything. She would not hesitate. She would not be overthinking. She's very clear. She's very confident. She's very methodical. Okay. So pick one action that your future version of you, the most wealthiest version of you, would do and take it today. No hesitation, no overthinking. Okay. All right. I want you guys to start walking like her. I want you to start speaking like her. I want you to move like her, even if it feels unfamiliar, because it's going to, because you've never been her. Right. And that is the point. Because tomorrow we're going to lock it all in. We're going to make this new identity normal. So don't just skip to tomorrow. You have to do today's work in order for tomorrow to work. All right. And after tomorrow, that's where everything changes. All right. So just a couple of things that I want to remind you are available to you, a couple of resources that will really, really help you fully integrate and embody this work is number one is, I'm also going to put this in the chat, is we have a beautiful app. Okay. It's called Rise, R-I money sign E. All right. And I'm going to pull it up so that you can see it because I want you to be able to see my app. Hold on. My gosh, I thought it happened, or I thought I had it daily because it's something I do daily. All right. So there's the logo of it, right? So inside this app, you're going to find endless EFT tappings, guided meditations, and of course, all of my episodes on my podcast show, because that definitely is helping. You know, we talk about identity, we talk about, you know, frequency, we talk about expansion all the time. But just to show you guys, if you've been loving the meditations that I've been doing, right, in this app, we break it down into different sections of your life. I know it's kind of hard to see, but we show you, we have a section called Billionaire Baddie Meditations. We have Radiant Wellness. We have Big Love Meditations. We have Business Success. We have Soul Alignment Meditations. All right, guys, hopefully you can see that. So when you click on that, right, I just clicked on the Billionaire Baddie. So now you have tons of meditations around helping you create millions and millions of dollars. All right. But the thing is, guys, is meditation work, mindset reprogramming work, it requires repetition, which is why one of the reasons why I built this app for my clients and myself, because it's one thing to be like, okay, today I'm going to do this, and today I'm going to start believing this. But again, like the other day, I told you, right, just like muscles, if we want to gain muscle, then we have to go to the gym consistently, right? We have to feed the muscle. We have to feed the brain. And when we feed the brain all of the things that it needs, it starts to expand. It starts to truly accept the new identities, the new beliefs. So I want to encourage you to go to the app. Your first 7 days is completely free. Just check it out. After that, it's only $11.11 a month. I mean, for real, that's like 2 cups of coffee at Starbucks to help change your life forever. Hello, that to me is a no-brainer. That is a decision that my future self would say, fuck yeah, I'm totally doing this, right? So that's just a resource for you. And I think that that's going to be it for today. I'm going to leave you with that one resource. You have your homework, you have your prompts. If you need those written down again, just scroll down to the comments. And again, guys, if you're watching this, let me know how this is all landing for you. Let me know what's coming up for you. All right. Let me know if these limiting beliefs are starting to stir something up in you. I want to help you. I want to help you become the most epic version of yourself. I want to help you become the Alpha Queen, because the Alpha Queen, that is who I named my future identity. And then I fully embodied her, stepped into her, and I became a badass Alpha Queen. You know, millionaire. I became a self-made millionaire from nothing, from welfare, from a single mom in high school, right, with 0 college degree. So if I can do it, anyone can do it. Right? So I want to encourage you to do this powerful work. It's not always the easiest work, but I promise you it is game-changing, transformational work. So you can say you want a more better life for yourself, or you can actually do the damn thing so that you actually start living that life. Because guys, you can't have excuses and desires, or those desires will always stay desires. You either get results or you make excuses, but either way, that's your responsibility. I'm just giving you the tool. All right. So tomorrow, day 5, we are going to wrap it all in. It's going to be fan-freaking-tastic. This is prosperity momentum at its fullest. We are going to integrate, and it's going to be so, so good. So please, if you are watching this inside of our Alpha Queens Rising community, let me know how this is coming up for you. Send me a DM if something's stirring up and you need some support around. If you're catching this on our amazing Alpha Queen Collective YouTube channel, amazing. Go ahead and subscribe, because on next week, we're actually starting a awesome 10-day mini content series helping women who know they're meant for more truly step into more. So I'm going to be breaking down all types of amazing things, biggest mistakes that women are making that are keeping them stuck in ruts and constantly spinning their wheels. All right. So you definitely want to go over to our YouTube page anyways, because that's where I'm going to be going live every single day with additional trainings that just honestly back up this prosperity frequency challenge as well. So I love you guys. If you're on YouTube, subscribe, like, share. I would love it, love it, love it. And until tomorrow, go kick ass, take some names, do your homework. Come on now, do it. I know you're going to want to put it off, but do the damn thing. Let's go. Bye.